A few weeks ago, I had the pleasure of speaking with Maid4Luv. She runs a YouTube channel and provides channeled information, guidance, and Akashic reading and healing for the Divine Counterpart Collective. In this conversation, we had a look at some of the collective energies as we move into the second half of 2022 for Divine Counterparts. This part of the conversation happened to be recorded, and so I am now sharing it with her permission with you. You can find links for Maid4Luv's channel below this video. She provides weekly updates for the Divine Counterpart Collective for soul growth and transformation.
So she's saying for the next 6 months, the buzzword is coalesce. And she's literally showing the fusion of energies. And she's also reminding me of something I saw 3 months ago when I tuned into the higher self of my masculine and I, which is the actual fusion of the two etheric bodies. So you've seen like one torso, but one arm is masculine, one leg is feminine, and one arm is masculine, one leg masculine, one arm feminine, and one leg feminine. So it's a fusion of that. So they're showing me that. So it is about union energies for the next 6 months, and then they're showing me like tar as this fusion occurs, like tar dripping away from these two bodies and going into earth. So it means that it's about the release of karmic energies and anything, I don't want to call it shadowy, but operating from the shadow. That's what I'm hearing. She's also talking about unity in the collective. And she's saying, just look around at YouTube right now, and there are like little pockets of different messaging. And she said that some of the messaging right now is low vibrational. She's saying that some people, there's like a group that have kind of gone off path. So this time is for them to play catch up. Then she showed me this energy, like a whirlwind, like the jet stream in the ocean, moving into 2024.
Yeah.
She's showing me like a wedding procession. I'm taking that as like reunion energies, a wedding procession, and then the planning leading up to that. So it's all about preparation for reunion in a physical sense, because she's making a distinction. It's in a physical sense because she showed me grass on the ground. What does the collective need to work on right now?
Thank you.
No problem.
These are great messages. After we did an energy exchange, and, we talked about, the energy in our individual connections, we proceeded to look at collective energy from what my guides were sharing about where the planetary energy for divine masculine and divine feminine energy was flowing. And what you're about to hear next is what they shared with me about the movement of divine masculine energy through the sign of Pisces, which is now complete. It was the first 6 months of 2022. And its movement now into Aries. JUNO, the divine feminine energy, has now taken resonance in Pisces. And the meanings of these things is what's revealed next. I think you said it was karma, but there's...
For me, it's karma, and I always see tar with curse energy as well. So we're talking about ancestral, deep-seated.
Okay.
Deep-seated patterns, which is interesting, which is something I channeled for. I did an Akashic reading for the general reading today.
Yeah.
Deep-seated patterns that you've had throughout all your lifetimes. If you want to call it past lives, you want to call it concurrent lives, whatever it is, all the deep-seated patterns, this is the moment of release. Okay, so I'm finally joining that together. Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense because I'm seeing the way Uranus and the North Node are coming closer and closer together, and or so.
Right.
And
oh yes, Uranus is slow.
Very slow, and so, but Uranus is like cataclysmic change. It's lightning. It is the energy of like the divine reaching its hand straight into you and like clearing your cancer by like by divine intervention. Like it's that type of energy. And so hearing what you were saying and hearing what I'm saying now, that these tones that they're trying to work with to help specifically divine feminine, because she's in the Piscean energy, these tones that they're trying to do, it's like trying to force a frequency reset for the way divine feminines are utilizing the energy of the connection, fostering greater consciousness, less attachment, consciousness, and simultaneously like just an ability to hold more love. What's happening now is a reset of the groundwork and the framework, so that new information can come in. It's the same reason they're basically saying, because the majority of people cannot channel in a language unknown to them. It's difficult to remote view a place you've never been to, or astral project into a place you've never been to. They're saying that you have to have seen it first or heard it first to be able to work with it. And so these tones are the reset, the foundational reset for a different way of understanding the love connection between self and twin. So
interesting.
It is interesting, right? So hopefully this gives you a little bit of an understanding of the way the energies have shifted as we've moved into the middle part of the year and moving into the latter part of the year. The divine masculine energy remains in Aries for a large portion of the year, but the tail end dips back into Pisces for a last check, a last review of circumstances before fully beginning the new cycle in Aries next year. The divine feminine remains in Pisces until January of next year, when they both meet up around the 23rd for the peak of this union window. In between now and then, what my guides have shown me is that the pull between divine counterparts will be loud, and within that pull toward your counterpart, as unexplainable as it may be, the active pull will move you through what it is you personally need to be learning in your connection about love. And there's going to be different lessons unique to you in your specific connection when it comes to breaking down the barriers to love, breaking down the barriers to full divine connection with self, with source, with counterpart, with soul group, etc. So as intense as this period is, please understand that it is all for your growth, learning, and development. It's all to prepare us to hold greater quotients of love, be greater arbiters of love here on earth. And with that, this message is complete. Thank you so much for liking, watching, subscribing, and sharing.